Hello, welcome to video number 6. I'm still Nicholas Cohen, and this is still my videos. That was a good start. Yeah, keep that one. So I went to the my second consultation with the surgeon that I'm going to see for my top surgery. And it went very well, but it was very fast. It was really just him making sure that my insurance will approve the procedure this time, like they should have in the first place. And so I walked in, and he was like, "Okay, are we good? Is the insurance, gonna be good this time? What happened?" And so I just kind of gave him the really, really short SparkNotes version of the past 5 videos that I've recorded here. Um, and I was like, "Yeah, no, they'll approve it this time for sure." And he was like, "Okay, great. We'll call you when your insurance calls us to confirm that, and then we can schedule the pre-op appointment from there." So that's exciting, and I'm just waiting on that phone call now. So that's where I'm at currently. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I thought I would do another video in between, since ideally I won't have to be wearing a binder in the future. So I wanted to just I guess make a record of my experience with binding over the course of my life, just to just for record's sake or for reference in case anyone else wants to know about it. I feel like my experience has been pretty standard, so I would just throw my experience out there for anyone who might be just beginning binding and have questions. I know there have been a couple people at my group who've wanted to know some stuff, and so I thought that I did have some knowledge by this point. So you might have noticed I'm not wearing a shirt for the exact purpose of talking about it. I'm just wearing my binder right now. It's tight. It's not particularly comfortable, but it is fitted to my size. It is correctly fitted, and I do wear it pretty much every single day, unless I am sleeping or if I'm going swimming or exercising. I have a different binder that I wear for that, which I'll show you in a second. But this is kind of like my everyday. I also have a white one, but I'm wearing this black one because I'm wearing a darker shirt over it, and so I like to have that option in case I'm wearing a black t-shirt or something, and the collar moves and you see more black. It's just less noticeable that I'm wearing a shirt, something under my shirt. And some people really don't mind that if their binder is visible, or some people just assume oh, it'll look like a tank top. I personally don't like my binder being visible under my clothes. I like to just look like I'm wearing a shirt and nothing else. But doesn't always work. So I have been wearing binders. It's always this style. There's other ones that are tank tops that go all the way down, like a tank top. And I've tried those, but I don't like them because I personally, I've always been pretty warm. My regular body temperature is warm. And especially once I started testosterone, it just went up. I just got even warmer, and now I'm just slightly too hot constantly. And I live in California, which is unfortunate for me. So because I get so warm, and especially in my core right here, the center of all my heat, I don't like any material covering that. So the tank top doesn't really work. So this is nice because it has the compression material, but then it doesn't go to my stomach, so I'm not heating up. I'm not wearing 2 shirts. It's more half a shirt and then a shirt, which is better. So I think I've been wearing binders for at least 6 years now, a really long time. Before that, I just wore tight sports bras. I never wore regular bras ever in my life because they were horrible, and I didn't want to do that. And then the sports bras were a little better, but it was still kind of they're not meant to make you look like you have a flat chest. They're just there to hold shit in place. and not really emphasize it, which was the part I was going for. But the first time I got an actual binder, I think I was like 16 or something, and it freaking changed my life. I put it on and I was like, everything suddenly makes sense. Everything's good, and I felt great. And I didn't even mind that it was like slightly tight and a little uncomfortable. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you've never worn a binder before in your life, and you have like any kind of chest fat tissue going on here, it's not good. It's not a good feel. You don't put it on and are like, oh yeah, this feels great. Like, if I had a choice to not wear one and look like I had a flat chest, I would never wear one. They suck. They're a little bit uncomfortable. They're slightly like, if you get one that fits correctly, it's not that bad, and you can definitely, like, obviously I've been wearing it for 8 years, or like 6 years. The number's just gonna change every time I mention it, because I don't remember. I'm not lying to you, my memory is just shit. But yeah, I've been wearing one for 12 years now, and it's not like a fun time, but you definitely do get used to it. And after a while, it's just like you put it on and you're like, whatever. You kind of forget about it right away. So this one is slightly tighter than my white one because I don't know. I honestly don't know why. They're the same size. Maybe it has something to do with the color, but it's kind of, after binding long term, are there any one thing that I was kind of after binding for a long time, like I have been, are there any like long term side effects? Like, will you get messed up from wearing one every single day? And yes and no. No, you're not gonna like break a rib if the binder that you're wearing is properly fitted for you, like this one is. But I have noticed that my I do have soreness in my like rib area, and I have to do like stretching kind of helps it out, or like laying on the ground, and like kind of like laying on my side and rolling on the ground to stretch it out, helps a little bit. But after a long time, just like these last couple of years, it's been more evident that like even when I'm not wearing the binder, I'll just be like more sensitive in my rib cage area, and it'll just be kind of sore randomly, or I'll get like, or the upper part of my back sometimes, the muscles like between my shoulders, will sometimes just hurt, and it sucks. But I also try to, I think exercising kind of helps a little bit. Like if you're gonna wear a binder, like definitely try to do a lot of stretches and exercise, because your muscles are already growing if you're on testosterone, and so exercising will just make them grow more, and you're stretching out, and if you like keep, as long as you don't like, you won't probably go up a binder size, because it's not gonna be, unless you like want to be a bodybuilder, it's not gonna be that dramatic. But wow, what was I saying? But yeah, it's I do definitely experience some soreness, but in general, I'm not like in excruciating pain. It's more of just like that, like after a workout kind of like a sore feeling. And yeah, definitely the two biggest things I learned is you want to be careful not to exercise in a binder. Like, okay, you're not supposed to technically wear a binder for more than like, I think it's 8 hours at a time, but that's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's not gonna happen. Nobody does that. I wear mine from the minute I wake up in the morning and leave my house to right before I go to sleep. And that's fine. Like, you do what you have to do, because otherwise, like, I wouldn't be able to go outside comfortably. But yeah, definitely don't exercise in a binder, because you're supposed to have free, like, you're supposed to be able to breathe fully, take a huge full breath, which I can do in this, but it's a tiny bit of a struggle. Like, I can definitely take a full breath, but I have to concentrate. It's a constrictive garment. So it does make breathing a tiny bit harder. So when you're exercising and you're taking all these full breaths constantly, you can't be wearing a binder. For that, I have this. I've got when I'm exercising outside, and not in my room, when I'm exercising outside, I wear this, which is technically, it's technically a swimsuit. This is a swimsuit top that does have a little bit of compression material in the chest area. And I like to wear it while I'm exercising because it's much less. It's less like compression and more just like forming. So it kind of just the way the garment's designed is to make it look like my chest is flatter, I guess, but without actually compressing it that much. So I feel like I can breathe easier in it and take like bigger, deeper breaths. It's looser, because it's a swim garment, and also because it's a swim garment, the material feels like swimsuit material. So on your body, it's cooler. So while I'm exercising, that's nice, because it doesn't get so hot, and I can take full deep breaths. And then when I just wear like a tank top over it, it doesn't look like you can't even really tell. So that's what I do to exercise when I'm outside, like on a run or something. And then when I'm inside, I just don't wear a binder. I just don't wear a shirt usually, or just a tank top, so I can breathe. Also, number two biggest thing about wearing a binder for long periods of time in your life, don't fucking sleep in it ever. Don't sleep in it. It's like sleeping in your contacts, in your contact lenses. You will wake up and you will feel like you are about to die. Don't do that. You'll be messed up the whole rest of the day. You need to take breaks, and you cannot wear it all day and then wear it all night and expect to feel okay. You will feel awful. Don't do that. And that's like kind of hard because obviously like some nights you just feel really crappy and you're just like, I hate my chest, but you just don't sleep in your binder. Don't do it. And that's really about it. I was not sure. I wasn't thinking that hard about what the long-term effects of wearing a binder were going to be, other than I have the confidence to go out and go about my day like a normal person. And that's pretty much what it's been. It's just been, the worst part about it for me was living in Southern California and in the desert for a really long time, and just being the naturally warm person that I am, like fucking like firebender over here, just always hot. Wearing a binder in the summer is absolute torture. It's the worst, and you're sweating and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's been my experience. I hate being hot. Can you tell? So yeah, that's about it. I just thought I would do that. What else? And also the other thing is you just get used to it. You kind of just get used to wearing it every day because you have to and you don't have a choice. But I'm excited to not have to ever wear one again, because even though one of the things that I kind of joke about and that I've had a lot of guys agree with me on is like, this is pretty effective. Like, you really can't, like, even from the side it looks pretty good. I don't have a ton of like fat tissue on my chest to begin with, so I kind of lucked out that way. But it does, like, I obviously still see it, and I still do, and it still stresses me out a lot. So it helps, but like, your mind tricks you, and you don't think that like, even if other people see you and you think you look fine, you have a different, you don't always see it the same way when you're looking at yourself. And the point I was trying to get to with that is that I have a lot of shirts that I'm sure I look fine in, but I just don't wear because they're like slightly too tight, or to me, I think they like draw attention, or they're noticeable or whatever on my chest. But the one big thing I'm excited about after getting my surgery and not having to wear a binder anymore is going to be like, I will unlock like 60% of my wardrobe of my shirts. So that'll be pretty exciting, and I'll be able to just wear tank tops. That's it. Like, never really worn tank tops outside before. So that'll be nice. It does get really hot in the summer, so yeah, that's about it. Sorry, I got distracted looking at Scout. She's over there. She's just really cute. Um, yeah, that's my phone. Okay, that's it for now. Just wanted to record that real quick before I went off to work. And yeah, so hopefully, so my next video I'm planning to have it be as soon after my next appointment as possible. Which the next appointment will be, they're gonna call me and confirm my insurance, and it'll be the pre-op, and I'll be asking all the questions that I want to ask, and I'll be, talking to my doctor, and he'll tell me exactly what he's gonna do. And so I'll make a video after that, just detailing the entire, like, everything that's going to happen. And then my next video will, I might record a video of me, or like have somebody record a video of me coming out of anesthesia, because I feel like that might be funny. And then like I might put that up somewhere, or I might not, depending on how ridiculous I look and I'm ready to look in front of people. But I probably will. I don't know. We'll see. It has to be funny though. Like, I'm not just gonna, if I'm just like tired, then that's not funny. That's not good, content. So anyway, but that'll be in the future. And for now, I'm gonna go put on a shirt, decency, and go to work and just wait by my phone for them to call me again. And I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy waiting. It'll be fun coming back to watch these and being like after I get the surgery and everything, and having gotten it, and just watching these videos and be like, nice. But anyway, that's all for now. Positivity in this video. And until next time. I always think I'm gonna just like come up with this great like outro or like goodbye thing at the end of the video, but I never do. I don't know why I keep okay.